Hotapu everyone, this is Ra Sumabafagbemi, the world's first openly African black gay pharaoh. And the role of a king is to nourish and protect his people. And today I wish to do so by sharing with you the astrology predictions for February 2022. You will soon see a screen that will have an audio-video presentation of slides, and you will see that at the bottom of each image will be a little sentence that tells you what astrological functions the audio is describing. And the very first slide you see is the most powerful theme for the month, and the last slide you'll see is the least powerful theme for the month, although very relevant still. It may be best to play this throughout the month so you know the vibe for the month, you know the themes of the month that you should be focusing on to make your life in harmony with the flow and the will of heaven. This is so that you have less stress, less things hitting you from a surprise, and more carpe diem power, seizing the moment. So, I pray you enjoy it, and let us begin.
You like to isolate yourself sometimes, and often you feel uncomfortable in a large group of people. Work or activities that demand quiet and solitude suit you well, but be careful not to avoid people at inappropriate times, and be careful to make sure that friends, loved ones, and even acquaintances do not feel that you are avoiding them or that you are cold to them. It is almost certain that you will fall madly in love at least once and become obsessed with the other person. Your feelings run very deep and you pursue things with compulsive and obsessive attention. You may become fanatically involved in art or a humanitarian mission. You are very talented in areas that require intercultural or cross-cultural communication, and you can succeed in areas that involve you with ethnic, cultural, ancestral, or historical roots of contemporary life. You communicate well and have an aptitude for psychology and the humanities. You are idealistic and dreamy in romance, and it is likely that you will be disappointed at least once by others when you wake up from your love dream to see the other person more clearly. Music and art are very important to you, and it is best if your home is imaginative and beautiful. Living near water, for example, suits you well. You are likely to take classes and continue to learn things throughout your life, never ceasing to work on getting a clearer and sharper understanding. While other people may say they do not have time to take classes, you make time because it is a high priority for you. Sometimes you are impatient with yourself and so anxious to master a subject that you become frustrated with yourself and possibly also your instructor, and this can cause you to prematurely terminate a training program or get you into severe disagreements with others. You have a methodical and logical mind, and you also have good mental concentration. An academic path is good for you. You are a good student and are capable of mastering difficult subjects. Your willingness to work hard to understand something makes it possible for you to master difficult subjects that most other people are unwilling to attempt. You do not always grasp an idea as quickly as others, but you tend to be more thorough, and once learned, you really understand the material exceptionally well. You have excellent organizational ability, and you have a well-rounded intelligence with aptitude in many areas. You are good at understanding general principles as well as technical details, and this range of capabilities gives you the ability to make wise decisions. You are a very good student, and it is probably best for you to utilize this gift to further yourself. Your standards in love relationships are very high, so consequently it will be very difficult to achieve them. You want sincerity, commitment, and honesty. and you also are rather dreamy, idealistic, and romantic. This is a lot to hope for in a relationship, but not impossible to achieve. You are also very artistic and sensitive. You need to work in an area that captures your imagination. Like a child, you can get very excited about things which to others seem less important or dramatic. You succeed in areas where you can share your sense of magic and wonder. Your dreams may revolve around something as simple as athletic performances or as grand as visions of world peace. Whatever your dream, follow it and share it, but also take an objective look at how your dreams and visions fit into the lives of others and the world in general. You have an aptitude for psychology and history, and with training you can become very good at understanding the historical and psychological roots of current trends and the behavior of people. Also, you are sometimes very impatient with people who do not express themselves clearly, and you appreciate people who can communicate clearly and directly. Periodically, you feel an urgency to do something, and you become obstinate and inflexible, compulsively pursuing your interest even though your interest may change soon afterwards. Consequently, others who do not allow you to follow your instincts frustrate you, and you can become embroiled in a mutually frustrating relationship. You need to work on ways to communicate clearly in order to resolve potential power struggles with others. Your creative intensity makes it possible for you to accomplish a great deal. You are very creative, and you have the ability to express deep feelings through art, literature, and theater. You enjoy music that is driving or in some way brings out deep and strong feelings. You are a big believer in expressing one's feelings, and you help others feel more comfortable sharing their deepest secrets. You are likely to feel that loved ones, such as parents, romantic partners, or good friends, for example, have carelessly overlooked what is important to you, or have not fully responded to your needs. Partly this is because you seek great depth of feeling and honesty in a relationship. Also, you sometimes feel alienated or distant, and you often prefer to be alone. You are enthusiastic and optimistic about your plans. Your enthusiasm is infectious, and you are able to motivate and inspire others with your vision and optimism. You are dynamic and energetic. You should utilize your gift of optimism and dynamism to do the things that are important to you. You are capable of extremely hard work. You can work long hours at tedious tasks and without complaining. If you set your mind on a goal, you can focus single-mindedly on the work and leave no stone unturned. Others may take advantage of your efforts. Try to receive reasonable compensation for your contributions. You experience compulsive feelings, and you can become romantically obsessed with another person. Feelings of jealousy, however, can destroy your relationship. Your feelings are very strong, and you are inclined to project them on others at least occasionally. Your emotions are deep and complex. In the long run, you will find that a career that emphasizes sales and marketing rather than real service will frustrate and exhaust you. Deep within yourself, you are seeking greater meaningfulness in your work. You are able to sacrifice for a worthy cause, and you are able to work long hours with little recognition if you feel that the service you provide is really meaningful. You enjoy the company of people who, like yourself, are creative, humorous, inventive, or even slightly eccentric. You succeed in areas that give you lots of freedom and where you can express your creativity. Avoid getting involved in organizations or groups that are too conservative, stuffy, or unresponsive to new ways of thinking and new ways of doing things. You are inclined to unusual moods and inspirations. Unusual dreams and a heightened imagination draw you to the arts, music, religion, and perhaps mysticism. Your high sensitivity can become severely unbalanced from drugs or alcohol, both of which you should try to avoid. You have great sensitivity to subtle changes in feelings. Mystical or unusual music probably appeals to you, and you feel more at home in an environment that is very imaginative. You enjoy art and music that are deep and profound rather than light and easy. You become bored quickly by simple chores and mundane tasks. You seek more exotic and far-reaching goals. You succeed in areas that require imagination or a far-reaching vision. If you can devise a clear and practical plan and focus sufficiently to help ground your grandiose schemes, you can indeed achieve them. You work intensely and sporadically. It is difficult for you to stay on a fixed schedule with a prescribed task. You prefer to work very hard at your own pace. Others usually get in your way. You become easily frustrated by the demands of others.
Okay, so there we have it. February is a full month, even though it's the shortest month of the Western calendar. It is a full month astrologically and in terms of heaven. So, again, I would recommend that you perhaps play this audio, this video, either every night before you go to bed or every morning when you're getting ready for work or getting ready for your day. Because each time you hear it, certain things will strike you and stand out, and that will be an omen of that day's theme or energy. Okay, so we pray you enjoyed this. May it bring you much light, luck, and well being. And remember, no matter what happens to you in life, always look up. Why? Because you are a star. Dwawend Hotepu.